Hello everyone, this is Shrike playing more Commander Quest because we have a whole new commander out here. I'm going to turn the music back on. We can hear its beautiful sounds. Yes, so you may remember that we did a video a while back about where they're like, I want Genghis Khan. And they're like, we have Genghis Khan at home. And I just made a richer deck that was as close as I could get to the feeling of Genghis Khan. Well, behold, he is now in the game. We will have to level him up to 10. I don't know any of the relics or commander skills that he has. There's also a bunch of new cards. I'm very excited. I'm so glad that this game is doing so well that they're able to add more content post-launch. So let's take a look. So naturally, we start with the amateur militia, amateur archer. Always do. Is solidifying will. Attack buff, pretty good. Mounted archer, classic Genghis Khan. Mounted archery is, a staple of his. And we get insight. Draw one card, send one card from your hand to the draw pile. It's not a card I use a lot of, but I mean, it is free. And if we start with it, hey, why not? And man, this art looks fantastic. I really like the art style, and this in particular looks really, really good. All right, commander skill. The White Doe's Blessing. Draw 2 cards. Really? 1 mana, draw 2 cards. So it's an unupgraded version of... There's an existing card that's 1 mana, draw 2. But this is instead as a commander skill, and you can use it quite often. On higher difficulties, it will be every 2 turns. We are going to ramp up the difficulty to 20 because we can. And the Blue Wolf's Tail. When a unit is killed, increase attack speed of a random unit on the battlefield with the same name by 1 stage. That is bizarre. So if you have a lot of different units, or like you summon a lot of units with 1 card, say we managed to put this through Wacky Labs a bunch and we're getting like 16 mounted archers. If 1 dies, the rest get a speed buff. That's interesting. Very unique. I don't know how good that will be, but we'll find out. What are some of the higher level ones? So, tough training, deal 1 damage to all ally range units on the battlefield and increase their attack speed by 1. Oh, now that's pretty good. Attack speed is kind of underrated. Once you stack up attack speed, can be used without limit. Whoa, and it costs 1 health to use. That is super interesting. When we get to that, that'll be cool. Because you can just make all your range units the machine gunners. Although you have to be careful. They need to be high health, like mounted archers rather than your militia archers. Your militia archers are going to die immediately. So that's very, very interesting. The Lone Survivor. Replace the commander skill with Tribal Integration. Can be used if the commander has taken damage for 3 or more turns. What is Tribal Integration? I'm not sure. We'll have to find out when we get there. The other relics. All ally range units deal 5 additional damage when attacking moving enemies. So if you outrange them and they're trying to close the distance, dealing 5 additional damage, that's huge. That's amazing. I love that, actually. You can hold up to 8 cards in your hand, restore 3 health whenever your hand becomes full. So normally you can hold 10 cards. This reduces it to 8, but you restore health whenever your hand becomes full. That could be some interesting strategies. Okay, well, we're gonna have the White Doe's Blessing for card draw and the Blue Wolf's Tail or attack speed when things die. All right, so very passive, but let's see what we can do. Now this is the hardest difficulty in the game, so things are going to be very difficult. There's so many modifiers at this level that it just goes off the top of the screen. So we'll get into it when we... Ooh, 5 colored fine comb. All cards offered as a card reward will be enhanced. That immediately makes Rest sites, less valuable, because that's usually where you'd enhance cards, which we won't care too much about now, because, well, we'd like to enhance our mounted archer, but we're guaranteed to get one anyways eventually. And making solidifying will enhanced would be nicer, but hey. All right, I think there's going to be a pretty straight path here. Oh, they changed the color of this instead of being this gaudy purple. That's a nice little change. We probably will have enough money by the time we get up here to go to the shop. Ooh, I do miss out the wacky labs. So we might just be doing a lot of combat to start with. But I want to pick up the letter. So obviously I want to see how Genghis Khan handles the hidden chapter boss. And maybe we'll see some of the new cards along the way. So on this difficulty, they all have +1/+1, and on the first combat, they have protection. So needless to say, we are at a disadvantage to start with. There's no need for us to card draw right now. I think I am going to use the barbecue, though, to just pretty much negate their benefits on this difficulty completely, at least for turn 1. Which is usually a pretty difficult turn. But now we can do this. This early, the card draw's not going to be that useful because all of our cards are kind of trash. Or at least not optimal. Now, I could buff, but I think I just... Actually, what could I card draw into? Nothing too exciting, so I'm just going to do this. Very cool. Oh, so he got an attack speed increase because one of the archers died and was on the battlefield. Okay, cool. Very interesting. Do I want to buff? Do this. They changed just a whole bunch of little graphical effects, which is really cool. We don't need to use our commander skill yet, but later on, we almost certainly will. Protective light enhanced. That's fantastic. Especially for our low health archers. We're not really going to be going Ghost or Spark Catalyst. Probably not. Grant a flame to units on the battlefield 30 times. No, I mean, I don't think I want any of these side quests. I mean, if we do end up going Ghost, this would be nice, but I don't think we're going to. Ghosts aren't really in the theme, so. Let's see, ooh, a bunch of gold. We don't need the Dandelion Ink because we already have every reward being enhanced, so bag of gold it is. So that's pretty decent. This is pretty cool. So they all still have +1/+1. Unfortunately, our mounted archers only do 4 damage. Same with our regular militia archers. So they can't one-shot them. That is the big downside right now. We're probably not going to be terribly efficient. And there's a lot of them. So, I thought this would, oh, it is attack speed, yeah. Increase attack speed of a random unit on the battlefield with the same name by 1. It's actually way better. I thought it was movement speed originally, but it's not. I could buff these guys so they survive more, but I think it's better to do it here. So they're fresh. Well, I still one-shot these guys regardless. So there's no point attack buffing our archers. This is going to be a pretty interesting set of decks you can do. Something like this. Unfortunately, in our chapter 1, we didn't get a whole lot of... You know, I'm going to start breaking down the top side. There's not a lot of wacky labs in our chapter 1. Hopefully in chapter 2 there will be. Because wacky lab really lets you have that special sauce that wouldn't otherwise be possible. All right, pretty easy win. Haven't taken any damage. We got our food restocked. Tribal merchant. Mana stones are definitely a great addition. Use summon cards with tribal in the same 10 times. I don't want a tribal chief, since all of our cards are going to be enhanced with the comb. Tribal chief loses a lot of its value because our tribal cards are already going to cost 0. Because when they get enhanced, they go from 1 cost to 0. Merchant structures. We don't have any. Tactics cards. Have 4 tactics cards in your hand or in your deck. We have 2 right now. I mean, it's possible. The bishop is not the greatest relic ever, but I really would have liked a side quest that would have involved cav units, preferably, but you get what you can take. I think I can do just this. I'll save this for next turn. We should draw our archers. Okay, well, I drew one of them. Let's throw an amateur militia back. Now it's a good time to use our card draw. Perfect. So, if you put militia archers in the top and bottom lanes like this, they typically do a very good job of just killing all this stuff before they get to do anything. Even on this difficulty. So, it really just kind of solves those lanes, and then we can just focus on the middle and kill the enemy commander. Now, one of these guys did die, so they can't perfectly clean, but by the time these guys waddle all the way down, we'll have 1, so. I think I just do this to win. Oh, they turned around. It's fine. There you go. Mercenaries only have a speed of 1, so Spark Catalyst already enhanced or Fire Pit enhanced. I think Fire Pit is cool. Genghis Khan doing raids and lighting everything on fire. I like that idea. All right, donkey roll. This is a problem. This is a real problem. So they all have protection. There's going to be a boulder that rolls down and does 10 damage. Normally it would kill all of these guys, but they're not going to die. So we have to change our game plan. We need to stall them out somehow. I'm going to use our food. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to use our other food to buff the calves so they have 18 health. That will keep things back, hopefully. These do have spears, so they do double damage to them. So I can give them protection. And then I can save 1 mana for when this pops. To get paper, avoiding taking the 10 damage. Now we still have this massive stuff down here, but we're not dead. And we can just play a whole whack of stuff here. To hopefully hold off the hordes. Next turn I'll get the fire pit, which will definitely help. Oh gosh. I think I need to do this. And then anything that spawns will run through this and pretty much burn to death. I don't have any mana, so we're going to take some face damage here. Not much I can do with that. And this shouldn't interfere with our own units coming along, so let's use paper to stop ourselves from taking 10 damage. Well, that's the kind of difficulties that we're going to have on this difficulty. As redundant as that sounds. Some things that are balanced for literally every other lower level now come up when you otherwise wouldn't think about them. I think I'm just gonna do this. Could have positioned this a little bit more north. I'd like to draw it again. It's not really happening. Oh, is it exhaust? Is it exhaust card? Oh, it is exhaust, huh? So I only get to use it once. That is both good and bad. I'm gonna take some more damage here. There's one thing that archers don't do great, and that is I have no area damage in this deck other than that bonfire. Now I'm forced to play my stuff down here, which I really don't want to do. I really want the paper, so I don't take 10 damage from the boulder, but they're gonna all hit me. I have to time this perfectly. Okay. I have 3 tactics cards in my deck, apparently. We need to end this sooner rather than later. I'm in danger, Chief. Oh wait, it works on your commander now? Is that a new change? I should have done insight. Oh man. Not having area damage to deal with this stuff is brutal. I'm gonna throw the sheep away. This is actually really quite difficult. I'm taking so much damage. Cav units get destroyed by their spearmen. I don't have any... Jeez, this is not good. I mean, I could use paper, but I'm gonna have to wait until these get cleaned up. Oh, I'm just gonna die here. Oh, I'm so close to dead. This is not good. I can't get any progress. Well, this is not the greatest draw either, but I guess we get protective light. Yeah, protective light used to be strictly worse than the dwarven equivalent because it didn't give your commander protection. Dude, I can't actually win this, I don't think. Huh. We just don't have the damage. It's unlucky. It's really unlucky. Yeah, I can't kill all this. I could try again, but... we are, I think, just screwed. Literally just screwed, yeah. Alright, well. First try is actually a loss. New relic unlocked, though. All ally ranges units, it should be ranged units, deal 5 additional damage when attacking moving enemies. Oh, I see, because we got him leveled up enough. Now if we go start, we could actually use this now. But in the spirit of things, we're going to stick with the starter commander skill and starter relic. And you know, sometimes those losses just happen. Alright, this is actually attempt number 3 because I'm getting my butt kicked on Ascension 20. Get a random card. Tempting offer is tempting. I've literally died on Ascension 20 in chapter 1 twice now. It is kind of brutal. I think we'll do that with the letter. We get a shop at the end and a wacky labs, so not bad. I really like the new colors on the map. Instead of it being purple, get this nice yellow line. So this is a problem. I'm actually going to use our stuff as best I can. So they got +1/+1 and protection, which means even without the protection, they would take 3 shots. And now they're taking 4 shots to kill from our ranged units. So I think we're just going to have to wall as best we can. It really kind of sucks, but put that back on top. Actually, I could probably do this. Once their shields are broken, it really helps, but Now, because now these guys can one-shot everything. A buff would have been nice, but it's a bit late now. Used all our food, but this is early game, and it is obviously quite difficult on Ascension 20. So many effects that are stacked against us. Well, we're about to just win anyways, so at the very least on the top. There you go. We avoided taking any damage. Could have some more food. A rogue for free placement would be beneficial. But let's greed a little bit here. Area damage. We don't have any area damage in this deck, which I know is a big problem. Because I've already died to not having area damage. So I usually don't take the greatsword. It's not a particularly great. It's very slow. Attacks slow. You only get 2 of them. It's not particularly on theme either, but on this difficulty, we kind of just have to avoid falling into you lose traps. More mana stones. That is definitely useful. So these are armored. So these guys will only be doing 2 damage a hit. So you can take 4 hits each. But I'm going to put some archers behind them. And they're going to summon some militia down bottom. Next turn. Okay, I mean, that worked out relatively well. I got some damage on the enemy commander. And as they die, they get more attack speed. They buff because of our relic, which is pretty cool, actually. Doesn't help for killing the enemy commander very much, but it does help for slogging through all these HP. And we win. All right, so far so good. I'm not getting any relics though. Light Cav, Goblin Horde. Goblin Horde's interesting because you get a lot of them, and then their attack speed will just keep going up and up and up. But let's do the Light Cav. Well, I'm short 13 gold, so I can't actually do that event. All right, well, our archers are not going to do very good against shielded units. I'm going to throw a militiaman. Oh, never mind. Goodbye. We need... Oh, boy. I'd really like to stack up on one side. And then hopefully this works. I don't know. They do outrange me. But we can 2-shot them now. And these guys don't represent a lot of damage to our enemy commander. So they're not as scary, but... Oh, wow. They actually still won on bottom because he healed them. Well, we took a little bit of damage. Could have been worse. Could have been better. We're gonna focus on doing as much damage as we can this turn. There's not a whole lot of reason to use our card draw, because A, it costs mana, and therefore we will lose out on momentum. And what are we going to draw into that we don't already get? Our deck is very small, and none of our cards are particularly powerful. I think I just have to stall up here just to avoid taking more damage. And hopefully the archers, which will only do 1 damage each because the enemy commander is shielded. But hey, it's something. Light Cav can rush in quickly to finish him off. Works for me. Mass ambush. Crossbowmen. We still don't have any relics that like buff range units or anything. 2 mana is pretty expensive. Mass ambush is very good. It's quite good, I should say. Plate forge would be fantastic. Eventually. Do I want to play long term or do I want to play a little bit? Just gonna turn the music down a little bit. Or do I want to play more immediate? I think I'll take the crossbowman. As weird as that is, I don't think it's necessarily better than the others. But I'm scared about some particular combats. Getting tempting offer every start of the round is really good. I'm just gonna do this. Crossbowmen. These guys aren't armored, but they do one-shot them, which is quite obviously good. You got some tanky boys in front, and then they can shoot them from behind. And they do represent a lot of threat to the enemy commander. Now, do I want the light cav or the mounted archers? I think mounted archers, and I'll do some more archers in the bottom lane to break through faster. Although we might not need it at this rate. If I just played everything in top lane, I probably would have broken through and won. This is probably fine. Maybe I should have played the great sword. We broke even. Now we're breaking through on the bottom. I really just need to not take damage on top before the end of this. Come on. Okay, just barely had enough damage. Woo! Silver cloak. Oh, that's fantastic. I'll take that. Military arts, side path search. We want side path search. That is free, lets us give free placement to something. So we definitely want the cav side quest. Cataphracts would be good. They're not really very Genghis Khan like, but we're going to be playing a lot of cav units, so. Do I want to bet my health? Yeah. 30% chance. Oh, I actually got it. Well. Don't mind if I do. I don't know the last time in a video I actually managed to get that event successfully. I really want to enhance a card. I can put it into the wacky lab, like our mounted archers. But then I give up getting the letter now. I'd have to get it in chapter 2. Is that worth it? I don't think it's gonna matter if I do the enhancement first or after. So we'll take the letter and get it out of the way. Hammer, well, I'll definitely take that over the random movement speed. When our units are mostly quite fast. Well, I'm glad I have crossbowmen for this particular fight. Oh yeah, look at that. I would really like to play this first though. That sucks. So they don't have the greatest range. Let's eat our food for a random base card. Oh, stealth. Oh, you know what to do, I guess. I'm gonna have to... Oh, nice, it worked. Okay. Maybe I should have played them down here, but the stealth is just too good not to do. So I'm gonna side pass search on our mounted archers. I'm gonna play them... Where do I want to play them, actually? And then these guys can act as decoys. I'm just gonna ignore down bottom, I think, for the most part. It kind of sucked, but it is what it is. I don't want these to be stealth. I need them to actually tank. We can do more stealth archers here. And then we can do tanky boys here. Now, archers are doing nothing to this armored shield guy, but I'm hoping to get a attack buff at some point here. It's somewhere in our deck. The solidifying will. I really wish I could kill these. Might have to wait till they get a little closer and then play like this. Oh, I could have stealth archered them. This is probably fine. Yeah, it worked out. They're getting attack increases. Do this and they'll be stealthed. Well, that's not as ideal, but quick, shoot him. No, you just gotta ignore him? Okay, that's cool. Didn't want that health anyways. Stealth crossbowman. I'm just gonna put him up there. We're gonna focus on killing. Alright. I'm always gonna take damage in that fight no matter what, pretty much. Oh, dowsing rod. That's pretty good. Tribal merchant. Oh, I'd had to enhance it to really make the most use out of it. Plate forge could be good. Yeah, it's a base card. It also gives us max HP. Alright, we definitely want to remove cards. I wish I could afford that, but... French, Tribal Merchant, none of them are really enhanced. Let's just remove a card and... We might want some direct damage. It's not like the best thing ever, but... It's either that or garlic steak. Although extra mana would be clutch. We just don't have... Yeah, because we got card draw. So anytime we can get more mana, it's really good. Alright, we're going to put the mounted archers in. Increase attack range. Ooh, they'd be max range. Oh, never mind stealth. Hell yeah. Well, their health doesn't matter when they're stealth. We saw how good stealth could be. I want to enhance them now, so we'll get more. How good will that be in this particular fight? I don't know. Quite good, actually. Very good. I can do this. And... You know what? It might be worth using our mana. Nah, we don't really need to. These can just sit up there and just kill pretty much everything until they catapult them. That is the theory. I'm gonna make our horsemen cheaper so we can play them more often. And that's really all I need to do. We're gonna have a hard time with this bottom lane until I can get some stealth archers there as well. Well, yeah, they're all dead. Well, let's get some mana stones. Crossbowmen will be very good down here. Light cav to tank. I'll do archers up top just to keep things a little bit busy up top. Just slightly. I wish these had slightly more range, but they don't. Stealth archers. Can I get away with... this is probably just... Really wanted to play... You know, I could. And I could draw, but I can't actually afford it, so it wasn't the most useful, but... We're trying to avoid taking damage here. As best we can, at least. Let's just play a bunch of stuff on bottom. So we have some meat between us and... Are they going to let loose? Oh, no. Okay, that's good. Our stealth archers stay alive. Might be a really good idea to just buff them Now there's 6 ones. But they're stealth, so they don't get targeted. Alright, we really got to focus on bottom again. So I'm going to do this and this. And hopefully they can make some decent work of them. Yeah, good. We're fine up top. So now we can finally have some stealth archers on bottom. And these guys can help tank. Alright, we're looking good. And there, it's all dead. It's all dead, Jim. We got 1 stealth archer left down there. He's putting in work. He is putting in work. Let's get some more. And we are totally fine. Reinforcements come in 1 turn, so we will win. Not exactly the most impressive showing ever, because it took us quite a long time, but... Like, obviously there's better decks that win before reinforcements arrive, but... I don't really get anything extra for that, so... I think I'm gonna re-roll. I don't really need rest sites, though, so we'll take the extra mana. Our deck is relatively expensive. Raging Tide Militia is interesting in that they'll keep getting attack speed increase as they die, but we don't have that many militia, so I don't think it's actually worthwhile. Caltrops would be nice if we had any structures whatsoever. It is a base card as well to get more max HP for the hammer, but it doesn't do anything immediately for us. I'm gonna pass on the Raging Tide. Another pasture clearing. I'm gonna take that. You know why? Because then if we play both of them in a combat, our cav units are free. Let's lose 20% max HP since we're gaining max HP anyways. Spiked armor. Let's reroll that. Let's definitely reroll that. 5 health each time you consume a food. That's okay. We don't have like food production, so it's not gonna really give us much HP. But it's another way to hedge things in our favor. Probably gonna do this. Drop the letter off. Get an enhancement. I do miss a wacky lab if I do that, but I get 2 enhancements. And I want to enhance. I mean, that would be pretty decent to be Vanguard. That'd be good to enhance. That would be great to enhance. That'd be great to enhance. We do have a lot of things we want to enhance. Is that better than going to Wacky Labs? We do get 1 here anyway, so I think it's fine. 2 enhancements is quite powerful. Well, we're going to lose all our money, so good thing we're not counting on going to a shop. Got our stealth archers up. Now they're going to have cav units up top. These guys shoot kind of quickly. So would crossbowmen be better to deal with those, or would I rather great swords? What am I going to draw next turn? I'm going to draw a bunch of garbage next turn for the most part, so it doesn't really matter what I pick. It's quite important, you could say. Let's do the great swords. The area damage, and hopefully that's... Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I didn't anticipate them all dying like that. Well, now is a good time to use our card draw. So we're going to have to... get a random base card. I think this might be important to do. We need to kill these. I just don't know. Because they represent a ton of damage to our commander. Well, we took a ton of damage. Unfortunate. I'd really like... play both of these and greed. We're gonna want that next turn probably, so get some ghosts to help delay a little tiny bit. But it's not gonna be very much. Oh god, they're so fast. But now our cav units, if we could ever draw them, would be free. More rogues are gonna be fast as heck. I'm gonna do this so we don't take as much face damage. Because these guys are gonna reach us, or just about. Ooh, that's spicy. That's another 20 damage we're gonna take. Well. Did they make Ascension 20 more difficult? I don't know, but holy crap, having a rough time. Or maybe I'm just playing too greedy, I don't know. Wait, why do I have 4 mana suddenly? Oh, because I didn't really play anything that turn. I had a like completely dead draw, effectively. Well, cataphracts when everything gets cheaper. Choose one summon card to experiment on. Oh, fantastic. Mounted archers. Attack speed, attack damage. Let's get their attack damage. Reduce health by 10. Doesn't matter because they're already won. Can't afford to remove cards. That's really unfortunate. I'm too poor. I could have put that event or that battle. Did. Mounted archers. Make it cheaper now. I think the extra attack range is what I want. Let's just be slower. Like move speed slower. Interesting. We kind of actually don't want them to attack the enemy commander because we want them staying alive and murdering more consistently. Well, this is not going to be a great first turn. Because they don't really do much of anything to these guys. And now they got that. Well, stealth archers will definitely help. This will definitely help. Crossbowmen will definitely help. We can probably stall a little tiny bit down to the bottom. Now these stealth archers do a lot of damage, so the shield is less important. Now I could play another one of these, but then I won't be able to afford the cataphracts. I really want the cataphracts out now. I think we're starting to cook. I think we got a good thing going on here. I don't even need to worry about these mounted archers are now insane. The 8 range. And as they do die, they will buff each other's attack speed, and then they'll attack faster, and then kaboom. All right, not terrible. An owlbear. Oh, focus fire. They're already like max range, but it could be really good for our crossbowmen and our militia archers. It's range and attack speed. I don't have that much card draw right now is the problem. Owlbear. We don't have a great way to buff its attack right now. But it's a great tool for just delaying. Oh, I can get another cataphract in my deck. Interesting. Our deck's pretty expensive, is my concern. But that is definitely better area damage than greatswords, by far. At least if I ever get any way to buff their attack. I only get one of them because I don't have red notice or anything. Let's take focus fire. It's another way to keep our ranged units Oh, I should have. Oh, yeah, I can do the claim here. We got 2 cataphracts in the deck. We are full-on cav deck at this point. 300 gold. Is there a shop we're going to? Nope. Let's get the legendary relic then. Bronze hand. Or additional draw every turn. Ooh. Our deck is both expensive, but then gets quite cheap later on. Bronze hand, once we've played out our pasture clearings, it will then apply to our cataphracts and stuff as well. Or our mounted archers after 1. Alright. Hidden chapter. Unlocked. We do need to start enhancing some of our other... Like getting 9 cataphracts is considerably better than 6. We don't have much HP right now. Ooh. Grant of flame immunity. Are we fighting the dragon? We are. There is some... I mean, there is some value to that. How many more cards are we going to add? I don't think we're going to add very many more cards to our deck. We have like our win conditions already. We just need to really be making them cheaper and better. So I'm going to take the immunity to a flame. And see how that works out for us. Let's enhance the other cataphract. How badly do I want pasture clearing on turn 1? Quite badly, actually. So I'm going to actually enhance that. I don't need 2 of them, but 1 of them is definitely useful. Disgrace and enhance 2 random cards. Or pay 50 gold and enhance 1 random card. We're not going to be using our 50 gold. Let's just do it. Solidifying will. Hey, that's great. That being cheaper is really useful, actually. And because we have the silver cloak, anything that costs 1 or less won't hurt us in the hidden chapter boss, which is the important part. This combat. Oh my gosh. Well... I think I really have one play here, and that's play cataphracts in the middle. I could play these 2, but I think cataphracts just solves all of our problems. Because it deals with both of them very efficiently. Now, these guys are a problem because they're piercing, and they do 7 damage a shot. I can delay. I could also draw more and hope for something good. Like stealth archers, but no, of course not. I can't afford for them to shoot me because I will just die. So I have to play this and hope for the best. Yeah, they just obliterated him. Oh no. I need to deal with those. I have to have something to deal with them. Cataphracts help. Especially if I side pass search them. Oh, that's perfect. They'll even slowly turn around. I do have a problem up here with these chargy boys, but I can do this. And this and this. Shoot them. Nice, it worked. It worked. We're alive, at least for a little while. Okay, stealth archers. I'm just going to put them up top, actually. That will just probably deal with most problems. I can do cataphracts to deal with these guys. More archers in the middle. Okay, well, I thought it would deal with them, but of course they just ignored and went for the enemy commander. But this helps a little bit. I mean, I may as well. We should be fine to kill these guys. I don't know. Let's draw. Okay, well, not much. Not sure where I want to play these. I might need to act as a distraction. Yep, there we go. Oh, okay. We're going to win very quickly here. Oh, this is retain. That's actually really nice. I think I can just damage buff these, and I'm going to play this just for the health. It's 5 health. Why not? Select 2 summon cards from your deck and change them to tribal. Goodbye, militia. Did I get something good? Tribal merchant, tribal vanguard. Hey, it's not terrible. Contract killer, probably not. Tribal chief. It is enhanced, so it only costs 1, and then it can make these cost 0. But that's a card. Well, card draw is not a big problem for us, actually. Our deck is a little slow to get going, is the only real problem. Well, we're going for pure value here. Maybe side pass search would have been a good idea, so I could keep playing it, but... Okay. This is volatile, so if I don't play it, I lose it. I'm not sure I care. We really want to get rid of this. And I'm just gonna buff their attack. Why not? The flame will matter once he starts playing Drakes. The flame immunity. Then it'll be much better. I think I just do crossbowmen, militia archers, and I'm gonna save our side pass search for later when it matters. Okay, we lost all our buffs. That's fine. I think I just plate forge and then do this. That attack range and attack speed is very good. Wow, one of them survived. Huh. Yeah, it's these guys because they do ignition. So their ignition won't matter to us. Fantastic. Well, let's make our units free because why not? That can probably deal with down there. To draw a card, sure. Might need something just to distract. Oh man, they're so strong. Oh man, that attack range is insane. It's so good. Okay, these guys are a problem. Side pass search, the cataphracts. Kaboom! Get ambushed, nerds. I could draw, but I'm not, well, I could get something that costs 0. Oh, I did, and then I ran out of time. Well, I drew it anyways. Good enough. Oh yeah. I forgot I froze him in place. Well. Good enough. They're so slow, but they have such crazy attack range. Well, not anymore, they don't. Goodbye, all my buffs. He's gonna burn all of his own stuff on top, so we don't really care. I can just play whatever I want. There's really no reason for me to focus fire this turn. You just win. Beautiful. I think we take the red notice, maybe. But I just want more mana. We already have a lot of units. Like going from 9 to 10 is not a huge increase. Having more mana could just be more flexible. We don't need more cards. Another pasture clearing. I really don't need 3. I actually don't need 3. Because once our cards are reduced to 1 or less, that's all we need. Owlbear. I don't have any way to make the owlbear cheaper. Let's just toss it back. Mental Onslaught. Final Banquet. Final Banquet can be quite good. In fact, in our original fake Genghis Khan video, we used Final Banquet to great effect, I'm pretty sure. But I would have to enhance it. I really think I'm just going to skip. I don't want to add any more things to our deck. We need to remove the chaff from our deck. I'm going to take the heal. Because although we're getting more max HP, it's chapter 3. A lot could go wrong. especially on this difficulty. Man, this is such a small change, the yellow borders, but I can't get over how much nicer it looks. I never really considered how gaudy the purple was until I saw the alternative. So I can go here, a shop, then here. Yeah, that is in fact better. We can even get a danger battle if we want extra rewards. Maybe get some relics. We got a bunch of events too. By a bunch, I mean 2, but we should be very good against this fight. If we can get cataphracts. Because we will be armored. And they won't care about these things' aura. I'm just gonna save this stuff. I don't really see any reason to rush. Okay. I didn't draw cataphracts. I'm gonna card draw. I mean, hey, that's quite nice. Stealth archers will pretty much deal with the top. Probably should have played this first. I missed out on a little bit of protection, but I think I'm gonna solidifying will our archers. I'm gonna have to draw cataphracts in this next turn. Please, sir. I did not. Still. We have so much mana per turn. It's great, actually. Well, what I'm gonna do is this. Yeah, that's fine. The attack speed and attack range is really good. There's the cataphracts. Nice of you to finally decide to show up. Wait, what? Oh, that was not the card I wanted to use. I thought that was something different. I thought that was free placement. Whoops. Our deck is actually so cheap right now that I'm not using all our mana. Which is kind of crazy. That doesn't happen very often. Like, look. Wow, that's... Just play everything I want. That's a great problem to have. Not even a problem. And her stuff is so strong. Yeah, Side-Path Search. Nice of you to... I mean, I can do this just for funsies. Go. Very, very easy. Okay. Mother Eagle. Bandage. I don't think we need the bandage. Let's be honest. It's free placement. It's really good value. It's already enhanced. It's area damage. That does give us another solution to a lot of problems. Lose half my gold. Well, that shot's probably not going to be very useful to us. Remove one card. Goodbye, militia. Maybe we get enough gold to at least do a little something. So these containers can blow up for 20 damage to everything. Which is, you know, mildly terrifying. But also not the biggest deal. Wow, look how good my hand is. I have to like consider what I wanna. Maybe I Side-Path Search the stealth archers. Put them over here. Cataphracts can do a decent job against these, even though they are spear walls. They can at least delay for a good while. Well, I've got nothing but cav units. I may as well... Could get a faceless one, but I don't think there's really much need. Oh, it blew up. Well. Guess that Kind of solves the problem. For 20 health, when we've got so much max HP, it doesn't really matter. We'll be healing him by 30 just to get mana stones that I don't need. I really just don't need mana stones, so... Oh, Cataphracts, that's a good solid pickup. Can card draw. Get everyone an attack buff. Sure. Now, this guy might still blow up, but it's not likely. So now I can start just... Ooh, crossbowmen are pretty good up top. But now I can just plow through the bottom lane to win. Very close. Magic archers, they will kill for sure, so all I have to do is not die on top. And we're good. Not bad at all. Another focus fire. We definitely do not need that. Apple Shaman. That's pretty useful, actually. Its effect is just quite good for stacking your deck. You're doing deck manipulation. If I just played a zero cost card, I can just put it on top and then play it again next turn. Or use one of my many card draw. Wow, look at this. Look at this. He gonna copy my cards? Doesn't... Yes, he is. So whatever I play last, he's gonna copy. But I definitely don't want him to copy Cataphracts. I'll have him copy the light cav. I think that's fair. So I can deal with light cav. Well, I may as well do some more card draw. Why not? If he's going to copy anything, he can copy these crappy tribal vanguards and we'll be fine. Oh, that 8 range is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's put stealth archers on top for us to draw. We don't really have a whole lot right now. I guess I could buff these or buff these. I don't really need the mana stones, so let's just do that. I mean, just throw that on top. Doesn't matter. Oh crap! He's gonna copy. No, he's gonna copy them in 2 turns. We're fine. He's being slow is a blessing and a curse. Get 5 max HP. Let's cataphract this up. Let's attack them from behind. Why not? They do bonus damage against all our cav units because they're fat. Oh, they wouldn't do bonus damage against our stealth archers because they're actually slow, but everything else. Put that on top. You can now draw it. Get some more cataphracts again. Oh, he is healing every time we spend resources, but whatever. Oh, he copied our eagles. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna use our card draw biscuit. I really wish I had free placement right about now. Alas. I can't actually play anything else because I don't have room. Oh, well. This is why we have so much max HP, I guess. I again really wish I had free placement stuff. Anything, please? No? Well, I don't really want this turn, so throw it away. Ah. He's healing constantly. Don't worry, these stealth archers will eventually get over to him and kill him, so should be fine. Yeah, I'm healing him a little bit, but whatever. There you go. Good enough. And we got food back, so light catcher. Add one more of the same card each time an exhaust card is added to the deck. I guess if we got like an enhanced rucksack, maybe I'd want two of them. Maybe. We'll take it. I don't know if we're going to add any exhaust cards to our deck, but protective light, because now that that works on our commander, is really good. Sticky Poppet. We don't have that many exhaust cards we're playing. I really need... Let's take Protective Light just for the Hidden Chapter boss. In fact, I might just enhance it right now. Although, it only gives one protection. I don't have that many other things that need to be enhanced, so... Actually, let's do the Sidepath Search. So it's no longer exhaust. We'll get more value out of that. Oh, Preaching Vice. That's an incredible card. If I do that, I can't remove a card. We don't need aggressive investment, that's for sure. Preaching Vice is disgustingly good. Yeah, I have to take it. I just have to. We got Turtle Soup and Faceless. I mean, when we got so much max HP, the Faceless one's not terrible. I think I'd... Yeah, we'll keep what we have. I don't need another Tribal Vanguard. Let's get a Relic. Paper Airplane. Enhance each supply card you get. I'm probably not adding more supply cards to my deck, so let's take the Airplane. It's not much, but it's something. Alright, let's do a Danger Battle. Oh, I'm glad we're not doing an exhaust deck. So this is very interesting. How fast are they? 5? It could work. Are they just gonna one-shot me if I flop them? I could also flop. I could also swap them. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Actually, if I do this, we could just win really quickly here. His Bloodless Orc is tiny now because he didn't have anything to kill. These all have 2 protection and a ton of attack power. I can now stealth these guys. I should have free placements of them, but whatever. Kaboom. Kaboom. This might be the fastest I've ever killed this guy. Wow, that was incredible. Oh, I got my protection back. Protection food. Select armor, don't care. Enhance each supply card you get. Fine, whatever. Maybe a good supply card will pop up. Ooh, cemetery. Ooh, ambush cav. More. I mean, that's free placement. It's cav units, which become dirt cheap for us. Hard to say no to. Our deck is pretty thick, though. It's got 26 cards in it. Well, that's a pretty easy turn 1. Wow. That's an easy turn 1. I'm going to actually put them back a little bit. And they're going to copy whatever I play, so... Let's have them copy those cheap, crappy units. And next turn... I should draw our Stealth Archers again. Oh yeah, their range is insane. Yeah, there we go. Good. All they got is a crappy archers. Ooh. I actually don't want to swap those. This is fun. $35.3. I mean, I don't know how good that's actually going to be. I could give them protection for funsies. I don't really need to do this, but it is fun, so. And that is the most important thing. We got some food to replace what we used. Another tribal chief. Definitely don't need that. Mercenary. Strategist. Let's take strategist. Absolutely. More card drawn to what we want. And it's free. It's a free version of our commander ability. Commander skill. What do we want to experiment on? Ooh. How exciting. Could do cataphracts. 10. I can get 10 cataphracts added to my deck. Oh, that would have been so amazing if I'd done it on the mounted archers. 10 of those would... You know what I can do? This is something you could do. It's just exit the main menu, continue, and then choose a card. Voila. Mounted archer. Duplicate into 10 copies. Yes. This one doesn't matter. This downside will only be applied to this one copy. The other 10 copies won't get it because they've already been added to the deck. So let's just do volatile. Sure, why not? Well, I think I definitely want double pasture clearing now. Yeah. Well, I'll draw both of them on turn 1. And then for the rest of the combat, all of my cav units will be free or only cost 1. Now we're on difficulty 20, so we're going to have to beat both Chapter 3 boss fights. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Ah. And you got no torches out. I can even draw more, maybe? No? Okay. They're very slow. And they're stealth. But they're so strong. And they've got such incredible range. They outrange everything. I feel like... sure. They're gonna... I guess it doesn't really matter. Now, if I can get the protection more reliably on them, that would be ideal. Just need to make sure the last thing I play is not something super powerful. Look at that. Our arrows will blot out the sky. I mean, I don't really need this, but hey, why not? Card draw, sure. Sure. And we win. Now the second battle. This one's typically much harder. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. I made all the right choices. They are gonna copy... Wow, I think that's the exact same hand I got last time. Oh, outranging them is... oh, outranging them and from stealth, so... well, they have a lot of archers now. And a hell of a lot of carriers. So we need to win sooner rather than later. Maybe I should have cataphracts on top. I don't know. Probably should have used this. Now, if we don't manage to kill them all, they can just run past all our stealth units. That is the big danger. But as long as I have enough things that aren't stealth, we will be fine. And once I get critical mass up, then nothing will get past. Plus, they do physically block still. So that is one benefit. And this is when the card draw commander ability just comes in handy. I just always have it. I'm going to wait till these bunch up a little bit and then buff 28 of them. Focus fire is not going to be super helpful because they're already max range. I guess it gives them attack speed, but not necessary. I mean, I just get to play out my hand whenever I want, really. This is retained, so I can keep it for later. One down. The others will fall very soon. Hey, plate forge. Nice. Archers. Stealth archers. I mean, yeah, I can just give them all protection, right? Can make all these guys weaker. I'll just get one shot. And then we win. Wow. Holy crap. Lone Wolf Hype is interesting, but it's really actually terrible for us on the final battles, so. Well, I don't need more mana, so we're going to take the red notice. Plus 1 unit to all of those. So all of these will be summoning 7 archers. I don't need any of these. Super don't. We're good. We're just good to go. Restore half our health. I mean, I could go to... Why not? For the lulz. Lead the campaign as Genghis Khan, but we're not quite done yet. We've got the hidden chapter boss. Raging Vice is actually not going to be very useful to us on this particular fight. I think I actually make Protective Light cheaper, so it doesn't hurt us to cast. Because if we can get that on our units, I think the only downside is that our horsemen are... Oh, Candlestick! Oh my gosh, that's so good. For us in particular. That's incredible. Like, I want more protection on our dudes. Okay, he's going to deal 5 damage to us. That's fine. We've got so much... I mean, I could draw into more. Yeah, all right, there you go. If only they could shoot across lanes. I would just win, like, instantly. Oh, they're so slow. I only took 4 damage because of the silver cloak. So now he's going to convert units, but whatever he converts... Oh, if he converts our stealth units, that's going to be quite bad. Yeah, that would be bad. Well... Oh, yeah. Well, that's not ideal. But they will also spend a lot of time trying to kill her own units. He's going to be afraid, so he's going to do a bunch of damage to us. Does this work? Oh, it does work. It won't really... Will it work? We'll make sure to play it last, just in case. I'm not going to give him 30 health just for mana stones. So if I do this... Oh, it does work. So I'll be protected from the Be Afraid. This is going to be a problem, though. These stealth units, I can't target. I can make them super weak. Let's do that. Do I have any direct damage in this deck at all? I don't think I do. Hmm. Well, this is a slight problem. Ever so slight. I mean, there's no reason not to use this, I guess. Oh, God. Every time he converts more of our units, it's going to get worse and worse. We're eventually going to bleed to death, probably. I don't know. Gonna deal 10 damage to us, and I can't really do anything about it this time, unfortunately. He's gonna do 9 damage to us, technically. Oh, he's invulnerable, so this wasn't the greatest. Everything's gonna be stuck here forever. What do I do about that? I wish I had... That is a problem. That is a real stickler. He's gonna keep converting our units. Oh no, I just buffed their stealth units, I think. Could you give me something? Nope, that's gonna be useless. And you just converted even more units over there. Well... Goes from bad to worse. This is certainly a thing. They'll eventually move away. But... I basically just need free placement. I don't... Oh. Just stealth units like just can't target each other. He's invulnerable this turn, which sucks because I wanted to Mother Eagle. Well, gonna deal. We are actually just gonna lose this because he converted all our stealth units. I think this is what's gonna happen. Oh my god, and they all have 8 range too. He'll just eventually whittle us down. What am I supposed to do about this? I wish I could retain this, but I can't. He's gonna convert more units. What do I do? Alright, well... You know, you just... Clearly we didn't have enough stuff for him to steal, so... Oh yeah, now you give me this. Well, I do retain it, so... I don't have enough time this turn to use it. Running more of our units, great. Well, let's side pass search this. Since they're stealth, they won't get targeted by them. I really wish I had... damn, I did that in the wrong order. I could have got them to do more damage. It's okay. I'm in trouble, though. I'm in trouble, Smile. Well... Let's just look how many units there are there. They get in range of my commander, I'm just gonna die. Well, this is what I'd often refer to as not good. Oh, something got through. Have to do 16 damage. I can't even tell which units are mine and which ones are enemies anymore. Okay, we got some free... Wait, he's invulnerable this turn. Of course he is. Well... I have to be on the lookout for... my free placement units. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're starting to reach my commander. This is... Well... there isn't really much I can do about it. They're going to convert more units. I could stop giving them units to convert, but... oh my gosh. That is mildly terrifying. Your free placement. Or not free placement. I really wish... I guess I put this back on top, I guess? I need to actually use this on my face. Never mind, it got wasted by these guys. We're actually just gonna die. A very slow and painful death here. Unless I can get him to half health. If I can get him to half health, we'll be golden. Because then he'll kill everything on the board. But I'm not even being able to, I can't even get damage in on him. There's so many of them, they're spilling into the middle. They couldn't even reach because they're all just getting shot. That's a lot of damage. I really need these because they're stealth so they won't get targeted. And then they can attack. The middle. Maybe I should have given them the protection. I mean, we made some progress. Not a lot. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. We'd, Oh, shit. I didn't even have enough space in my goddamn hand because of all this garbage. Well... it's not what I would call ideal. They're just shooting me. They're just killing me. I'm my own undoing. My brilliant stealth archers betrayed me. You know, who else could kill Genghis Khan other than his own troops? Okay. Well, we're beyond dead, let's be honest here. Can weaken probably most of these. That's so many units. We're dead. Yeah. Well, we tried, guys. That is funny, though. That is so funny, I don't even mind. Look at this ridiculous deck. Just absolutely absurd. We're gonna have a lot of fun playing Genghis Khan. And we've got a lot more relics. I've almost got him to level 10. I did have a couple failed ones. I don't know if I'll show them to you or not. They died pretty early. Yeah, difficulty 20. That's definitely, well, other than the hidden chapter boss, we did pretty good. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Except, all right, we already saw that. It's good.